Hello, I'm Val Shinobi. This is Dean Reagan. Together, we're taking on one of the hardest challenges in Project Zomboid yet, the Louisville Rooftop Challenge. The rules are simple. Survive insane population sprinters in Louisville. Escape the city. The city streets aren't off limits, but they're basically suicide, as connecting a pad to the ground means all of the undead will now join your sky party. Our destination is a military evacuation zone, just outside the city's northeast border. A lockdown bridge and a chopper, waiting to be the real hero of our adventure. The run that you're going to see is not my first attempt at this. These hordes are difficult, and I died a lot. These extraordinary content creators are the influence behind this run. Make sure to check them out if you haven't. Our journey begins in a bit of a hurry. Like most stories, we'll have a limited amount of time to complete a limited number of activities. A small list of goals to complete before life gets so much harder. We have a mod on called Surviving Through Seasons, which means the month isn't 30 days, it's 10 days, which I didn't really consider when I started this challenge. More on this later. Our first goal was simple. We needed gear. We armed ourselves with weapons of convenience. Bags, hiking bags, duffel bags, school bags. We took them all. We were interrupted by the sweet sound of sizzling bacon. A cooking show. Thank you, life and living. We shall dine like kings soon with our level 1 cooking. Other than bags, we gathered essential items. Like drugs. It would surely save us in a pinch. We head downstairs to the annoying neighbor's apartment. After barging in, we help ourselves to a delicious breakfast. Mutton chops and a side of petty revenge. Delicious. Our stomachs full and pride satiated, we continue our glorious B&E spree, helping ourselves to whatever gifts lay waiting for us. We'll break in noon to catch the Lord again. He grants us carpentry knowledge. Glorious. The passing of time waited for no one, and so we got back to it, smarter and wiser. The afternoon flew by. The exhausting work left us parched and wanting to call it quits. 6 p.m. would come quickly. We stopped again for knowledge. Lord Television grants us what we seek, but not always what we desire. We gain knowledge in growing plants. Not a particular skill we'll be needing anytime soon, but we thank him for his gift of level 1 farming before continuing on with our task at hand. One of our stretch goals was to find a companion. We succeeded much earlier than I anticipated. A rubber ducky, abandoned in this 3rd floor apartment. Don't worry, little ducky, you will never be alone again. Now joined by our ducky compatriot, we'd head downstairs to find what I consider the ultimate side quest, Zombie Hit List number 3. Not sure how such an item came to existence in this lockdown apartment building, but we'll take it. No questions. Oh, and a flashlight and a crowbar combo. This will definitely come in handy later. Now almost completely full, we head back home. We leave some used reading material at the door to remember which floor is ours, and drop the overloaded bags on the bedroom floor. Then we set the alarm. Soon we'll find out it's both a blessing and a curse. We fill the pots with water for when the inevitable happens. There's the alarm. Back to the water. We'll spend the rest of the evening doing a bit of organizing, once again visited by Lord Television, who's a very generous lord who provides us with our desires. Carpentry experience. Enough experience to reach level 3. Give our ducky compatriot a safe spot in our bathroom. I may have lied to him a little bit, but it's for his own good. one of the apartments, a beautiful crossbow with 10 long bolts to go with it. It wasn't much, but this was the only ranged weapon we found, though we did find a couple boxes of ammo, should we find the right weapons. To help recover from the horrible treatment I put Dean through, we cooked lavish meals while the power still flows. Dean had left some rice in a pan by the stove, so we added salted leek and bologna. To really spice it up, give him that 5-star treatment that he deserves. And of course, we provide a tasty beverage with the meal. A beer to forget the punishment of walking up and down 5 flights of stairs tediously over and over and over again. The first night of preparations came to an end. Our smoking, slow-reading carpenter with an emergency toolbox was ready to lay his head to rest at 5 a.m. and wake up to do it all again not long after. We had gained many skills in our first pass, and hopefully Lord Television would continue to bless us with knowledge. We awakened before the sun, 2:30 a.m. Our sleep schedule a complete mess, relatable, but not really a concern. We'll spend these early morning hours reading, slowly, hoping that Lord Television will come with knowledge once again. Our skill sets so far were decent: 5 fitness, 5 strength, 1 short blunt, 2 maintenance, 3 carpentry, 1 cooking, and 1 farming. So deep in the book, we didn't even notice our Lord Television talking to us, but he still granted us his favor, more cooking experience, a benevolent lord. We continued our pursuit of knowledge through the morning. We were on to our next goal after all, knowledge. We would need Carpentry Level 6 if we were to survive in this hostile world, and so we read, until once again Lord Television spoke. He said, "Bang bang," and all of the knowledge in the book became irrelevant, for we heard the words. Carpentry Level 4 was ours. After a few more words from His Greatness, we would begin our hustle. We ran from kitchen to kitchen like starving hamsters, shoving every morsel into our cheeks. We returned through the Great Spiral with the need of acquiring a second refrigerator for all our gained goods. Food, for the time being, wouldn't be a problem. With the day done, we drank a celebratory drink, and let darkness return us to peace. Day 4 comes with the ringing of thunder, the incessant alarm that continues to interrupt our peace. We'll take a look upon the horizon and make a dirty discovery. The dead are patient bastards. After a quick and healthy breakfast, we'll depart to continue preparations for our goal of Carpentry Level 6. On top of this, we needed sheets. A lot of sheets. These will be our bandages, our ladders, our lifelines. No window would wear a sheet, for the sheets now all belong to us. The only thing greater than this purpose, of course, was Lord Television's words. He granted us with even more carpentry experience. Truly, he was watching over us in these early days. With the noon sermon concluded, we repurposed our time back to collecting sheets. For sheet ropes, sheet bandages, sheet patches, and more. Day 4 was pretty sheety. We take some time to organize our sheeted gains, and then consummate our victory with a beer and a quick meal. Then it's off to sleep. Day 5 comes with silence. Joy. The sounds of birds chirping spell the way for a good day. A great breakfast is called for. We decide on pig and cow as the meats of choice. And after a quick de-thawing, we'll get to work creating. A large burger patty and a stir-fry of bacon, eggplant, carrot, pepper, butter, and salt. Upon realizing how filling the burger is going to be, we decide on saving the stir-fry for later. It'll definitely make a good meal after a hard day's work. We grab a juice box to wash it all down and arm ourselves for another alarm. Continued on the tedious task of demasking every window. Day 5 was much of the same, but it marked the end of our looting spree. When today was finished, we'd have no more containers to check, no more sheets to claim our own or ducks to rescue. We'd finally done it, and swept each floor entirely. All that remained was to destroy everything and prepare it for repurposing. Our goal of Carpentry Level 6 danced at the edge of our fingertips. We were almost there. We end the night with a couple fast food burgers and a beer, before ultimately catching an early night's sleep. Although a monumental step forward, we still had a ton of work to do to prepare for leaving our castle. next couple days were a blur. We worked tirelessly trying to overachieve and reach our destinations. A creepy siren blared almost non-stop. A creature of unknown origin and power stalked outside the building. We backed away as not to disturb it. Day 8 began, like many, to the sound of aluminum clapping. It had been a week since this chapter of our life started, and you could really smell it. We took this chance while we still had running water, to wash our clothes and body. It wouldn't be long now till we learned what living through the seasons brought to the table. Deciding to liven up the place before we destroy everything, we claim a few things for our own. A new TV with a VHS player for the living room, a table to match. We'd also set up a new space on the roof for when we wanted fresh air from our cozy apartment, a chair and a matching table, as well as a TV. There was no power on the roof, and we didn't have an extension cord long enough, but it really brought the vibe we wanted for that area. Apparently she wasn't having as good a day as we were. Continuing on the theme of running water, we boil a bunch of sheets to make sterilized rags. These will be our emergency tools against cuts and infections, along with the plethora of bourbon we'd found throughout the apartments. After the job is finished, we refill any of the water lost from boiling. Water is one commodity we can never have enough of. After a day of convenience, we decide to utilize the last hours of the day to start deconstruction on everything we can reach to try and earn some planks for our first building project. We've grown tired of climbing 5 flights of stairs every day, so instead we're going to opt for something even more physically grueling, but less time consuming. We'd need to lay out the foundation before we could start on that. We built a wooden bridge from the back window to the front. This would be our new floor for our rope ladders, and it's the start of our bridge through the world. Not thinking ahead, we didn't open the window to let ourselves back in. Thankfully, we brought the crowbar to keep us from having to walk back. Just a few good cranks, and voila, we'd be back inside. To finish this piece of the project, we need only drop a couple rope ladders. And now, with the arduous task of climbing stairs defeated, we head to bed for the night, victorious. If you enjoyed the content and want to see more, make sure to hit the subscribe button. A like, favorite, or share is also greatly appreciated. If you have a suggestion for a future challenge, please let me know about it down below or by joining the Discord. Thanks and have a wonderful one.